We're going to be making up a nice simple pendant utilising some of the new products that Durston Tools have just released. Typically the texture plates, these are just 3 of the 20 designs they've released. And also that I'm really quite excited about is the new Star disc cutter. We're also going to be using Durston torch and also a doming set as well, along with a solder pick. So all this is the equipment that we're going to be using. Also the roller mill that's fastened onto the bench over to there. I'm going to be making a nice, gorgeous, simple little pendant. So the first thing that we need to do is to have a look at our texture plate and find where upon this plate you're going to want to have a texture on the silver. This one is quite a random. We've got some nice pattern more so down towards this area here. So that is where we're going to put our silver. The silver is really only big enough to cut out 2 pieces, which is exactly what we're after. But before we put our little sandwich together, what we need to do is put the silver on top of the texture plate, open up the rolls and put the texture plate and the silver through. Okay, so open the rolls right the way up, pop it in, and then turn the handle down until it just grabs onto it. So it doesn't pull out, it's just holding it. It's not pushing down, it's just gently holding it. Remember now the position of the handles here. I'm going to turn this a 1/4 of a turn to open them. Take out what you have, the silver and the texture plate, and turn that handle back to where it was. Then you want to get your piece of closed cell foam. You need to fold that in half, put that directly on top of your silver. Then get a piece of paper. This is a normal, simple piece of copier paper. I'm just going to fold that in half so we get that over the top. So we can put this into place, and now we can start to turn the handle. So as you can see, it's going through nice and easily. We can open this up. As you can see, the foam, and there is the most fantastic texture from that texture plate. So the metal was 0.6, we're going to get a 0.6 shim. I'm going to insert that into the other side to even out the top plates. So this is the back. We're going to make sure the back is facing up, so that is the face that the punch is going to hit. I've got a little bit of lubrication. Now it is going to be important because we've got this sharp points of our star. They need to be lubricated. A nice heavy brass hammer to tap this through. And we have got the most perfect star. This part here is the back, that part is the front. I'm not going to be worried too much about spoiling the pattern because the arms are very thin. I'm not really going to hammer this too much. I'm literally just going to push that into place like that because it's going to bend really, really nice and easily. And just rub that up and down. And then we dab the flux onto each point like that there. And now we can align these points up with each other. Okay, we get our solder. It starts to melt, we pick it up onto the end of our tweezers and just bring that solder right into the joint. And the next one. I'm just letting the torch come off the solder, otherwise the solder doesn't stick to the titanium, but it moves around, but I just want to position it exactly by there. Lovely. So the flame's not on very high, it's just tickling the metal, bring that along. Lovely. Right, we got a little bit of liver of sulphur here. Let's get a small little container just to pop a little bit of water in. A little bit of liver of sulphur in there. And just get a brush. And a small, limited amount, and we're just going to paint it on the front. You get the effect, that star-shaped cutter, and that's looking absolutely fabulous. Just to pass it through, enable the pendant to be worn just like that.